Hi, this is Bob Dennis, and I'm here to talk about the new best brain training equipment that money can buy anywhere. It's the Brain Gauge from Cortical Metrics. So full disclosure, I'm one of the two founders of Cortical Metrics. It was me and Mark Tomerdahl many years ago trying to measure brain health using somatosensation, and it seemed to work. It's now an FDA listed device that you can actually buy a consumer version of. And this is it. It looks like a computer mouse, but it's not. This is not a computer mouse. Don't say that because Mark will get angry. This is actually an extremely sensitive, extremely precise somatosensory testing device with two little vibratory stimulation tips that you put your fingertips on, and that can stimulate 2 points on your brain that allow us to make really high fidelity, repeatable, quantifiable measurements of your brain function. You can read all about that on the website at Cortical Metrics. I'll put a link down here. But that's not what I'm so excited about today, although I'm perfectly excited about Cortical Metrics. What I'm really excited about is that today, Mark unveiled to me one of the coolest things I've ever seen, which is the use of this device, not just as a cortical testing device, but actually for brain training, sort of like a gym for your cortical function, a gym for your brain. So excited about it. Can't even put the thing down. Now, genuinely, I had never seen this feature of the Brain Gauge before today. Mark has mentioned it to me, but I'm busy doing other things, and mostly I try to ignore Mark anyway, but he actually prevailed upon me to come to the lab today and get me to use this thing. And it's really good. So let me just kind of kick into it here. I want to show you what you do. If you already own a Brain Gauge, then you know where to start. If you don't own a Brain Gauge, I'm going to put a link to it down below, keeping in mind, I am an owner and inventor in the company, but if you know that, many people do. This is another feature we added. It's absolutely free. You don't have to pay for it or anything. It just is something we've added onto the product so that you can get, more use out of our science. Okay, so let me show you. This is essentially like unboxing because I just started using it today, but I want to show you. So if you've got a Brain Gauge, go ahead and go to the Cortical Metrics webpage and download the app if you haven't already. That will get you to our actual application, which is brand new. It's well, let me show you. So if you go here, you can let me see here. Home, Cortical Metrics. So you got it. You sign in, everything's good. And then basically you go to our, you end up on the home page once you sign in. And this is what you've got. This is the home page. I've already had an account because I've already used it for brain testing, brain health testing, done plenty of that. But this is a new feature. So this is mine, Bob. And now it has a new button. You've got testing options like we had before, right hand, left hand. You can skip the tutorial if you want. You can test just like you have been able to, but here's the great new feature, start training. So when you click start training, let's see here, this is what comes up. It gives you exercises for all of the, well, almost all. We're still developing it. So this is brand new. This is like the beta test for this software, and it's now available. So and for free, if you own a Brain Gauge, just another function. It's like if you own, how often does that happen? Something really enhances the product that you already have. So these are your basic cortical metrics, things that we measure on your function of your cortex: speed, accuracy, temporal order, judgment, like what comes first, timing, plasticity, and multitasking. So today with Mark, I did a few of them. I just did speed, accuracy, and temporal order judgment. And right now, I'm going to just work on speed, and I'll show you how this goes. So the way to read this is that you can you can train for any one of these 6. There'll be more in the future, but any one of these 6. Say I want to train to use the brain gauge to get a faster reaction time, which is an extremely good thing to have as you age. I'm 59. I ain't getting any younger. Might as well specifically work on my reaction time. And you can do that with the brain gauge. So these numbers here are actually difficulty levels. So if you train for speed, difficulty level 1, it's going to be the easiest one. Difficulty level 2 is more challenging, 3 harder, 4 is even harder, and 5 is the hardest. And so it gives you 5 attempts to measure your reaction time. And if you're below a certain threshold, if you're fast, it gives you, boom, 20% out of you running 5 tests. 1/5 is 20%. So let's just go ahead and do one. You can click on it. You can redo the test. You can do them in order. You don't even have to do the easiest ones right away. You could pick out, like if I wanted to, I could do timing 5 if I wanted to. But I'm going to go ahead and test speed. So test speed, this is what you get. Click with your index finger. It's this finger. Mark had to remind me which one it was. As soon as I feel a tap on my middle finger. So I put my fingers on the brain gauge and waiting. There, boom. So my reaction time was 263 milliseconds. Try to focus again. 383, not very good for me. I should be down in the 200s. Try it again, focus. 220, that's good. 224, that's good. 216, that's great. Okay, so now going back here, I got 100% of them, 5 out of 5. They were all below the threshold, which is for the easy one, level 1, it's like 560 milliseconds or something, wherever Mark had it set. We're working on increasing the richness of this interface, you know, telling you what your average is and what the thresholds are and everything. But for right now, you can go ahead and use it. So on the simplest one, I got 5 out of 5. And my reaction time is going to get better as I use this. It's already better now than it was when Mark first showed it to me, where I was consistently in the 300s. Now I'm mostly consistently getting in the mid 200s or low 200s. So you can train to get better at any of these things. And let's just go ahead and try the ultra hardest one. Now this one's hard to get them all right. So if you get 80% or 100%, it gives you a green bar. If it's less than that, it doesn't give you a colored bar. You know what that means? Like, wah, wah, you're not quite there yet, but you can train harder and you can keep training to see where you're at. Now, most of the time I try number 5 and I don't perform really well. I've only tried it like 4 times, but if I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to focus on it, we'll see if I can do better than 40%. Ready? There we go. Okay. Focus, focus, focus. Didn't make it. Got one. Got one. Got one. Oh, this is really hard. Okay. Got one. So I got 4 out of 5. That's awesome. That's the best I've done so far. 80%. So I can already feel like my reaction time is getting better. And I've already measured it. It's getting better. So I went from 40% to 80%. And that's from training. And you can do this as much as you want. It only takes like less than a minute to do this. You could just sit down anytime at your computer, open this up, and go ahead and run one of these tests as training for your brain. You can spend as little as 1 minute doing this, and you're going to get better, like I did today, just today. So part of it is that I'm learning to do the tests, and part of it is I'm getting better because I'm training. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to just do this as an unboxing and wanted to show this to you because I'm really excited about it. And I'm going to make a series of videos, and I'm going to go through each one of these 6 training things that you can do just as the unboxing. I had only done the first 3. So the last 3 for me, I haven't even tried them yet. I don't know what to expect, but we'll go ahead and do individual videos. They'll be really brief, and I'll see you in the next video.